Jesus freak here. So, I was browsing YouTube, as I do, and came across a video from someone I used to watch a lot of his videos, and then he kind of disappeared from my feed for years. About 4 days ago, he did this video, and it just showed up in my feed a few minutes ago. This guy's a lawyer, usually deals with like digital rights stuff in his videos. But this time around, he had a much darker video. He was telling about this Episcopalian guy who had a boys' choir in Pennsylvania. I believe he was from Stroudsburg. Now, it turns out he was kind of doing the Michael Tate thing with the kids in the choir. Yeah. Nothing gets my hackles up faster than hearing about that kind of abuse. As it happens, this YouTuber had been one of his victims. I'm going to try to link this in the description and post. As it happens, everyone around him thought he was this great man of God, and, when kids tried to get away from him, the people in authority would bring them back so he could abuse them more. Eventually, with this guy's help, and some of the guys that have, to be a little crass because of the YouTube limitations, is some of these guys are self-deleted. Eventually, it turned out that they found something they could stick the guy with, and they arrested him, put him on trial. The guy was unrepentant, didn't see what he did as wrong. He had a pretty big peanut gallery backing him up, too. Said, oh, his life is going to be ruined. This great man that brought so much joy to people. And the guy was like, look, that makes things worse, not better. Because at the same time, he was bringing joy to people. He was bringing misery to people. He should have known better. And this whole time he was in jail, still unrepentant, still didn't think he did anything wrong. He eventually got out. Apparently, a whole diocese has him banned from their premises. He's an Episcopalian. But apparently his home church is still like, oh, he did nothing wrong. I said, you know what? Someone needs to sit that congregation down. These ostensibly Christians. And they need a nice, long lesson on Matthew 18:6. Whoso shall offend or cause to offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Another comment I saw there were a few people saying, there shouldn't be a statute of limitations on this type of crime. And I said, there's a movement to try to fix that. In some states, there isn't. That's how they got Robert Morris. My internal response to the video was in language too crude for this channel. I think I've said what I have to say about that. Jesus freak out.